Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about 5 different recovery products or brands that I use regularly or maybe not so regularly to help me after my runs or prevent injury. So yeah, let's get into it. Number 1 is the classic foam roller, used by loads of different people, loads of different sports. This has been used quite commonly now for a number of years. Obviously, depending on where you sit on the foam roller, you can target different parts of the body, pretty much to the whole body. And yeah, you can obviously get it pretty cheap on Amazon or your local sports shop. Very easy to get. There is a bit of debate on the kind of usefulness of a foam roller. A lot of people link it to kind of getting rid of knots or helping blood flow or helping recovery. Some people even use it for a warm-up, warming up the muscles, helping the blood flow before they go for a run. But some science says foam rolling is kind of pointless and not very effective. But anyway, there's a debate there. You can make up your own mind once you use it and give it a go and see if it's useful for you. But as I said, very cheap, so you're not really going to be wasting much money on it. Me, myself, I maybe use it twice a week at most, not much at all. Should probably do it a bit more, but as I said, I have kind of been put off by some suggestions that it's maybe not as useful as some people think. But yeah, foam roller, very cheap and a very common recovery strategy. Number 2 is slightly less common, definitely not as common as a foam roller, but has increased in popularity in recent years. About 5-10 years ago, I'm not sure if these even existed, but anyway, it is one of these, a massage gun. You can get these all over the place now. Prices are coming down all the time. This one's from Tubbel in Amsterdam, but yeah, I got this recently and it's been brilliant. On the end, you've got different nozzles that you can put in. I've got this one here, just a flat head at the minute. You stick it in, nice and simple, then obviously switch it on, and then you can target whichever part of the body you want. As you can see on there, you've got the speeds and the charge, so currently it's on 60%, and obviously 0 speed, but if you turn it up a bit, you can see the nozzle head start to move. It's on 24 at the minute, and you choose a part of your body, say biceps. Wouldn't usually use it on the biceps, to be honest, more the legs for me as a runner, but as you can see, it's pulsing there. Some vibration therapy as it's called. But anyway, yeah, bit of debate again as to how useful it actually is, a massage gun, but definitely worth a shot. And obviously you can do this wherever. You can be sat out in the garden, you can be in bed, you could do it wherever. I was going to say in class, but maybe not in class because it does make a little noise, not very loud, but yeah, worth a shot. As I said, prices are coming down at the minute. You can get one for about £80, or what's that in dollars, about 120. So yeah, not too expensive, and as I said, you can use it anywhere you want. As I said again, debate as to how useful it is, but can't really hurt as long as you don't overdo it. But yeah, I've been using this quite a lot just because it's so easy to use, and I'll use it for a while to come. So yeah, number 2, the massage gun. Number 3 is a lot less sophisticated, a lot cheaper, and a lot more simple, and used for a different sport. It is of course a golf ball, as you can see there. So obviously, similar way to a foam roller, you can use it to target different parts of your body for massage, simply by rolling over it. If this is a bit too hard for you, obviously you could use a tennis ball or a football. Maybe football's a bit too big, but a tennis ball definitely. And obviously you just roll over it. So if it's the hamstrings or the quads or the calves, this is really good at getting in those tight knots and relieving a bit of kind of stress in those areas. As I said, it might be a little too painful for a really hard golf ball like this, but if you don't have this, tennis ball, perfect and less severe, but still does the job very well. Also with a golf ball, some physios have recommended me do this when I had a problem with plantar fasciitis, I think it's called. Basically pain in the bottom of your foot. Usually a big symptom of it is when you wake up in the morning, you start walking, and your foot is very, very painful. I've had it before. Usually after a few steps or a few minutes of walking, it goes away for the rest of the day, and then it'll come back after a period of inactivity. But anyway, you can use one of these, put it under your feet, and just kind of roll over it on that weight. Not too hard, nothing too severe, but it should release the fascia a little bit, or the tissue, and it might help a little bit with your problem for plantar. That's just one thing I've been recommended anyway. But yeah, very simple, obviously a lot more simple than the massage gun, a lot cheaper. You can get a pack of these off Amazon for less than £10 or $10. But yeah, very useful, very underrated, and I highly recommend. So golf ball is number 3. Number 4, again, nothing too sophisticated or fancy or expensive. It's in fact very cheap. I think I got this for about £5 maybe even less. But anyway, it's one of these. So it's basically just a loop band. You know, you can put, say, your foot in one hole and use it to kind of stretch harder than you usually would. I've been using this quite a bit recently, just to kind of push stretches further than I normally would be able to. With this, it gives me the option to pull on this from the other end and make the stretch a bit kind of, you know, deeper or further. For example, the classic quad stretch or hamstring stretch. So I'll line the floor, 1 foot straight out on the floor, 1 foot in the air. I'll put my foot in one of these holes, and then with my hands I will pull back. So my legs slowly going up, but the pressure or the stretch is improved because of this. It's a very, very simple tool, but brilliant for helping your static stretches. Always with static stretching, try not to overdo it, or obviously you might injure yourself, but you know, there are benefits. Lengthening the muscle, obviously one of them. But as I've said in recent videos, static stretching, something most people say you should do after a run or kind of through the day and not before a run. But yeah, number 4, just one of these kind of loop bands. Very cheap, as I said. Get them off Amazon or any kind of sports site, you should be able to get them. So yeah, number 4, loop bands. Number 5, the last one, is actually something you consume or can consume. I have this every single day. And obviously so many fitness enthusiasts, runners, gym goers use it all the time. It is of course protein powder. I use one from Kendall Mint Co. Chocolate mint flavour this one is. 21 grams of protein per serving. I'm an ambassador for this company. I'm very glad I am as well, because I love it. I use it all the time, every day, whether it's in Greek yogurt, porridge, or just on its own in kind of a milk drink or a water shake. I use it all the time. As I said, 21 grams of protein per serving, 156 calories as well. So yeah, obviously brilliant for recovery, just gets your protein in there. Obviously you'll know, brilliant for repairing muscle. Nothing wrong with a bit of protein powder. And yeah, I highly recommend Kendall Mint Company if you're struggling to kind of find a company to buy from. If you do want to buy some from Kendall Mint, I can leave my ambassador code in, well, either on this video or in the description, and you'll be able to get a little discount as well. But yeah, that's number 5, protein powder. Very simple, very tasty as well, to be fair, and you can use it very often, as I do. I use that pretty much every day, and will be doing so for a long, long time. So yeah, there's 5 recovery products I've just spoke about. Some are more complicated than others, some are more expensive than others. Most of them, well, pretty much all of them apart from the massage gun, you can get for under £10 pretty much. Maybe the Kendall Mint's a little more than £10, but apart from that, very, very cheap options and a good way to help your recovery process and hopefully reduce the chance of injury. So hopefully you agree with me, or maybe use some of these products yourself. Let me know if you do, I'd love to hear it. But apart from that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.